Oh no.
We're all wait. Okay.
I know, I'm just being dramatic right now.
Eight.
Damn, at least it didn't catch me drinking. It shows me with the bottle of balls.
There we go.
Oh no.
There we go. Always happens at the beginning. I don't know why, but it just tends to happen that way. It's inevitable. Sometimes you can't help it,
Unfortunately, but that's okay.
but as I said, it tends to happen. So
Lights.
appreciate y'all for, holding out, sticking on by, and hey, what's up, Steven? How you doing?
Yeah.
But we're gonna go ahead and get started with today's episode. And 3, 2, 1. Good evening, everyone. What is going on? Episode 147 of the South Florida Gamers Podcast. I'm your host, Silverback Senpai. Across the table from me is my co-host, Waluigi.
Aloha, long time. Oh my god, it's paused again. My Waiting for it to pop up so I can dramatically look to the left.
Y'all give it a moment so we can get Waluigi's
I'm usually not this dark.
camera back on.
Okay, might be a little bit in the soul, but the camera-wise, literally, but not internally. I'm like a capybara that's just hiding in the dark.
Yeah, there's definitely a delay.
And just like the capybara, you can't really predict it.
Because they have been telling me that the capture card has been having issues. Yo, S15, Steven, thank you for the sub over on Twitch.
Thank you so much, brother.
Where's
All love with the entertainment.
Yeah, so Waluigi's capture card is like just taking the shit on us.
I'm like an unlockable character right now.
This is why I come prepared.
As you should.
I mean, the capture card is very old. I've had it since I think maybe 2021.
Oh yeah, it captured enough of our bullshit.
Eventually, I gotta retire it.
I don't know when. I think it's retiring itself.
It's funny because people were having issues with this card on Tuesday, and I remember they were calling me and asking me to like troubleshoot the shit and whatnot. And I'm just like,
Oh, they were asking you to troubleshoot it?
yeah,
Oh, snap.
Discord face call and all, bro.
We were finding out today. Just like a capybara, I have full of surprises. Am I good looking? Damn right. Do I have the highest ego between both Silver and I? Yes. But there's reasons behind it. They're mostly it's just out of sheer boredom. You might be staring at a screen, but you're hearing the soul of an angel.
This capture card is dog shit.
Or some BS like that. I don't know.
No ass cam link from Elgato because it is dog shit.
Never buy that expensive cam link from Elgato. You heard it here. You can't see it, but you hear it, chat. Never buy it. Will I be unlocked soon? That's the question. Yes, I'm unlocked. New character. All right, should we run it back real quick? Let's run it back for the people so we pretend that we play it off. TikTok doesn't see anything, so that's good.
All right. Just like how they do it in WWE with Jey Uso, when the crowd wants him to run back his theme entrance music, it'll go like this. What is going on, everyone? Episode 1. What is going on, everyone? Good evening. This is episode 147 of the South Florida Gamers Podcast. I'm your host, the Silverback Senpai, and joining me across the table is none other than my co-host, Waluigi.
All right. Good. I'm unlocked now. What's good, chat? Good to be back. Last week's episode was amazing. Thank you guys for catching up on Yachi. Shouts out to her. Shouts out to Shay last week as well. Going back-to-back episodes with guests is a rare occasion, but We do have to keep the Thursdays to ourselves once every while just to keep you guys on the latest topics and hear your thoughts and opinions. What do you say, Silver? You want to start it off?
Yeah. So let's see. Let me go ahead and pull up the topic. So, all right, let's go to the other desktop. All right. So, as y'all seeing on the screen right now,
Nintendo Direct.
don't worry, there's no one here, so we leave that typically open.
Pretend to be the guest.
Yeah. So tomorrow is the Nintendo Direct that's going to take place. That's going to happen at 9 in the morning. I'm going to try my best to be here in the studio to get my live reaction of it so that way people can see it. Of course, chat is disabled on the stream. What about the comment section? Yeah, there's no comments.
They know better.
Typical Nintendo.
100%.
Typical Nintendo. But yeah. Tomorrow is the day, and this is going to be, from what I've heard, it's going to be like an hour long direct. So who knows what's going to be shown? There are a lot of wild predictions being thrown out there. The biggest one is potentially there's going to be a new Smash game, but
That's cope.
yeah,
That is copium.
I don't think there's going to be another Smash game. Now,
I don't think so yet.
will there be a Smash game? There is going to be a Smash game, but I just have that feeling with this Nintendo Direct, it's not going to be a Smash game because I think a couple of Nintendo Directs ago, like a couple of months ago, Sakurai was working on the Kirby Air Riders game.
Yeah.
And that was like his main focus before, instead of, making another Smash. So I think we're going to see more gameplay, and then of course a release date of the upcoming Kirby Air Riders game. We're also going to see some other games that are going to also come out for the Switch 2, and see what else Nintendo has in store. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Nintendo, especially when it comes to their business practices. That's just me. Their games, however, there are certain games that run very poorly on the Switch 2.
Yeah.
And you got people on the internet trying to hype this thing up as if this is the second best coming of a handheld console. Better. Some are saying that it's better than a Steam Deck, which I'm just like flat out like, yeah, I'm laughing.
You have to be insane.
Yeah.
As like an owner of a Steam Deck, you have to be sheer insane to say that or never touch one.
Yeah. But a lot of people are making their crazy predictions. My prediction is, my biggest one is, I don't think we're going to get a Smash game.
No, I do not think so either.
Not yet. It's going to come eventually, but
it's way too early into Switch 2's life cycle.
No, not necessarily. Because when you go back to the first Switch, this first Switch came out in 2017. Smash Ultimate came out in 2018. So if we are to repeat history, Switch 2 came out this year, then the next Smash game was going to come out next year.
Yeah.
So I would say for this direct, it's probably like 50-50, whether we're going to see a new Smash game or we're not. But I think with how the current Smash is, especially how much of a licensing nightmare it is because you have so many characters, I think Smash players are not going to get a next Smash game. I think they're going to get pretty much a more updated Smash Ultimate game. Call it Smash Ultimate Deluxe, because you look at the Wii U when they had Mario Kart 8, and then you look at the Switch, same Mario Kart 8, but just a more updated, refreshed one, and they call it Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So I'm thinking y'all probably going to get a Smash Ultimate Deluxe and probably better online functionality, because that's the biggest thing Smash players have been complaining about. And it's interesting that if that were to be the case, I'm going to entertain this, if that's going to be the case, and Smash Ultimate ends up having rollback netcode, and it's good. I wonder what happens to all the local scenes when it comes to Smash Ultimate, because now you're going to have a lot of people grinding and playing for countless hours on Smash Ultimate Online versus going to a local. I think you're gonna definitely start seeing a shift if that were to happen. I'm just entertaining this
It
idea.
is entertaining. I will say that.
Yeah.
It's like an agree disagree scenario. Like you see the possibility of people hopping online rather than going online. Maybe online tournaments being more relevant could be the highest possibility, like an upsurge,
Mm-hmm.
if that were to happen. But local still being local to people that can't afford to switch to are still like a thing.
Right.
I mean, I don't think locals are going to die for Smash necessarily. It's an easy breadwinner for any kids tournament game.
Yeah.
And then even majors don't get it started.
Yeah.
But that is a possibility. I've considered niche games possibly being remade for the Nintendo Direct.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking like another WarioWare.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've been thinking about, like a bunch of random mini games that can be on a Switch 2, or parodies of other games that poke jabs. Like, hey, we made this game that nobody's playing, but let me put it into a mini game so you can have fun.
Right.
That's one possibility I've thought about. Transformations and movements and such, and a story to develop. But other like niche Nintendo games, like obviously another staple is going to be Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
I still wondering how that last Zelda game came out, where it's just a solo of her saving Link.
Is it like
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm wondering how that's going.
I haven't heard much of it, to be honest with you.
I feel like some people are in comments later are going to say, this is one of the best games ever. Zelda has a chair I can smack some people with. And that's just my blunt take. But other niche games that I would want to see in a Nintendo Direct, Harvest Moon. It's been a while since we had like a farming simulator that isn't Farmville or any other that BS.
Yeah.
But I mean, some games have their own creativity in farming mechanics, but just strictly farming, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Because Harvest Moon is a hard game to play. I will say that. Like the older ones in the Game Boy Advance stand, like Friends of Mineral Town and such. Like if you don't know what you're doing.
Mm.
But then there's also like, maybe we'll probably have a couple indies that look like they're going to miss. There's always going to be like one game that's going to look so bad, but there's going to be some fans over it.
Yeah.
We don't know what that game is. That's hard to predict. Because it could be a collaboration with Nickelodeon. It could be some collaboration with a company that's still developing. At least it's going to be better than the Arxis Direct, is what I call it. Where they show that one game, it's like, oh, we're going to be finishing this soon, but there's going to be a lot of things and we can't really name the genre. You remember what I'm talking about? That random introduction? We're going to have one of those.
Yeah.
But with an actual trailer. Where the game is so completed, they didn't even want to show the trailer, which is still the funniest thing. But it's a weird situation with Direct. Like, my expectations are WarioWare or something Luigi's Mansion, but they already made one for the Switch. It could be a possibility.
Yeah. I definitely see this upcoming Direct that's happening tomorrow morning. It's going to be just mostly probably some new IPs that they've been working on. Probably some remasters or remakes that they're going to also throw into the mix. And, of course, we're going to also get some indie games on top of it as well. And I think that'll just be the end of that. Lots of talking, of course. But I think the biggest one, and I think the one because of, the community that, we're a part of, what I think a lot of people are expecting a new Smash game. And as I said, I'm like 50-50. I think it's going to happen. And the other 50% is like, I don't think it's going to happen. But I'm interested to be wrong. I do invite me being wrong about that, because when I look at the track record of Nintendo, and when they release a Smash game, it's usually 1 year apart. Like, they'll release the console and then Smash ends up coming a little bit later.
That's why I'm like, it's too early to announce this in this cycle, but it's possible.
Like,
but if you look at any of Sakurai's like posts on Twitter, they're all Kirby. There's no thought about Smash, no question or anything else. It's just peace. That man is living his best life.
Okay, so I just pretty much just Googled it. So the Wii U came out in 2012.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, November 18, 2012, and Smash Wii U came out in September 13, so almost 2 years apart.
Okay.
So, and then, as I said, Smash Ultimate and the Nintendo Switch launch. I think the Nintendo Switch launched in March. Let me look. Nintendo Switch.
Let's see.
Release date, okay, 2017. So, yeah, I was correct. And Smash Ultimate release date, December 2018. So, almost a full year. So the first Switch came out in March of 2017, and then wait, almost 2 years,
Yeah.
I,
There's a gap.
okay, I'm correcting myself. So a year and a couple of months, then they launched the Smash Ultimate. So I don't think since the Switch 2 is still very early. It's not been a full year yet until the next Smash game, but as I said, it could happen because the last Smash game came out in 2018, and it's been some time, especially when it comes to like the last DLC. I think they got their last DLC in 2021, and then probably like one final update to the game, and that was it. Nintendo was pretty much done. The game is perfect. The characters that y'all wanted buffed or nerfed, deal with it. Get good.
They're like, hold this, let me retire in peace.
Yeah, so they're going to move on to another game. But as I said, I think the biggest reveal tomorrow is going to be the Kirby Air Riders. We're going to see more gameplay of it and the release date. I think that's a prediction I know I'm going to be 100% accurate on. But as far as an announcement for the next upcoming Smash, it's like 50% I'm doubting it. The other 50% is like it could happen, but I don't think it's going to be a new Smash game.
Yeah, definitive edition where it's like more HD with more options and stuff, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah, like
Nintendo
upping
really
it to like 4K.
Yeah, they haven't really done much updates or anything crazy. Like they already had one last Kirby game. They had Mario Luigi Superstars. It's very hard to tell what direction they're taking it.
Mm-hmm.
But I still feel like they're gonna have a few like random niche games popping up. They're probably gonna have some kind of random Japanese game kicking in.
Yeah, it's bound to happen.
It'd be crazy if there's another fighting game that's for Switch too, like they did with Street Fighter.
Could be another ARMS.
Could be Tekken 8.
Nah.
If they did Street Fighter 6, what are the odds?
True, but hardware on the Switch 2 is not.
Nope.
Is really not that good. And then again, you look at something like Street Fighter 6. Remember, it's also on the PS4 as well. So you could say that we're not getting the full graphical experience of Street Fighter 6 on the PS5 and going forward, and that's because of the fact that the game is still available on the PS4.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, they'll probably bring out a fighting game to get people's attention.
Yeah, it could be. I'd be very interested if it's a game like possibly like 2XKO or Marvel Tokon.
I mean, Fatal Fury is a higher possibility as well.
True.
A lot of options.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the world is your oyster in this scenario, and anything could be a game.
Yeah.
Like Fire Emblem, even though there was one like a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like another turn-based RPG and such. I've actually played one of the originals in the Game Boy on an emulator recently.
Right.
I'm trying to think random games for Nintendo, like what they can possibly remake
or bring back. Like, I would. Here's something I would love to see from Nintendo. Damn it, my camera fucking froze again. There we go. I apologize. But anyways, here's what I would love to see to be announced at the Nintendo 2 Direct. I would love to see a new Star Fox game with online multiplayer because it has not been done yet. We haven't had a Star Fox game with multiplayer since the Nintendo GameCube era. So it has been decades since we've gotten a new Star Fox game with a online multiplayer. It can happen. It should happen. I don't know why it hasn't happened yet, but I would love to see a new Star Fox game from
I
Nintendo.
did not think about that actually.
Yeah, that's one of their IPs, and I'm like, I want the series to return. I want to see where they go because I've been following the story of Star Fox since the end of Star Fox Assault, and I just want to see what they do with the series. But we haven't heard anything from it since.
I see the vision.
But I would love to see Star Fox make a return, a new one, not a remaster, not a port of the GameCube one, and then you just update it with graphics, whatnot. Like it'll be nice. Don't get me wrong. I probably will pick it up if it's like at a discounted price, or maybe probably used. But then again, with the Nintendo Switch 2 pretty much being anti-consumerish, it's just like, I don't know. But only one can wish. Another game, I believe. I think I don't think it's a new game, but I think it's like a GameCube version of it. A new F-Zero game. We haven't had that in years. I'm just saying. We haven't had a new Star Fox. We haven't had a new F-Zero game. We are getting Kirby Air Riders, cool, but what about a Kirby action game? You know, a Kirby RPG game. I would love something like that.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, another Super Mario is bound to happen.
yeah, of course. It's it's their bread and butter, and maybe if y'all working on a new Legend of Zelda game,
Like, hurry it up.
yeah, like you could definitely show that off. But I would say the biggest one for me is Star Fox. Like I would love to have a new Star Fox game because that's a game I grew up on, especially Star Fox 64. One of the best Star Fox I've ever played. I played the one for the Super Nintendo, and it was okay for the time that I played it during that era. Didn't play much of it, but I just didn't think much of it until I saw Star Fox 64. I was like, oh my god, this game looks amazing. This game looks good, and then you play it, and you're just like, oh my god, I've completed that game so many. I've perfect completed that game so many times. It's ridiculous. But moving on.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. But moving on. Overall, we're gonna see what this Nintendo 2 Direct is going to show us, and it's gonna be very interesting.
Okay.
Some people are gonna get disappointed. Some people are gonna get hyped. So
Lower your expectations when you're going to this.
yeah,
It's probably
definitely,
the best way.
definitely.
This is a Nintendo Direct.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Our next topic, and let me go ahead and full screen this one. And this is
Full screen.
last week, Nintendo and the Pokemon Company received a U.S. patent on summoning a character and letting it fight another.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
They got like one.
a patent.
Repeat that one more time for our viewers.
Yeah. So last week, Nintendo and the Pokemon Company received a U.S. patent on summoning a character and letting it fight another.
How
So,
the hell are you going to get a US
so
patent?
let me explain. I'll just read it. Nintendo continues to obtain new or modified patents to use against Pocket Pair's Pal World game. You know that this game bothered Nintendo so much and Pokemon so much because of the fact that they're still going on with this lawsuit to go up against Pal World.
That's insane.
Yeah. And to deter others in the industry from competing, Nintendo amended one of its Japanese patents in suit from the Pal World lawsuit in such a way that even Hoyo versus upcoming Honkai Nexus anime game could be accused of infringing, and possibly Bandai Namco's new Digimon 2 Digimon game. Pocket Pair even felt forced to remove a feature from Pal World that is already demoed before Nintendo filed its first patent on gliding. Yeah, so yeah,
They're being petty about this.
exactly, like gliding, meaning
Like
you're you the character.
Or like descending. in a way, or just like
No,
saying,
no, you're on the creature and you're just like gliding or
Yeah.
flying,
yeah,
or like you're just gliding in the sky or whatnot. Like
you're just cruising on top of your creature.
now, Nintendo puts out a patent saying like, "Oh, that's our thing." I'm just like, I'm sorry, but there were so many other games that have done this concept, and now all of a sudden you want to take it over, and then go after companies that have this feature in their games and they've had it for years.
What?
Like, yeah, this just goes to show exactly how extremely petty Nintendo is being. But it gets worse. Let's continue.
It gets worse, he says.
So, what's new? As of 1 minute after midnight today, Nintendo owns U.S. patent number 12,409,387. That one is related to the smooth switching of riding objects mechanism.
Huh?
Exactly 1 week ago, the United States Patent and Trademark Office granted Nintendo another patent, a non-patent, U.S. patent number 12,403,397 covers of the fundamental gameplay mechanic of summoning a character and letting it fight another. The related patent application was filed in March 2023 and has now been granted by the U.S. PTO without any objection. The direct impact, the 387 patent that issued today covers a technique that Pocket Pair has recently worked around. So there's no leverage Nintendo gains from that. Okay, so this is the part that Lavender was telling me about. Shout out to Lavender. He corrected me on something on
My goat.
on Twitter. Let me go pull up the notifications because I still have it. Okay, so he said, I'm gonna pull it up right here in full screen for you guys. Don't worry, the title is clickbait. The document is huge and highly specific to Pokemon. If you stored a monster in a cube, you instantly wouldn't be affected, for example.
Oh.
Don't get me wrong, though. I do not like that they're making moves like this. It just doesn't mean monster capturing RPGs are going to be killed or anything.
That's still just... Damn.
Yeah.
And
in the article it also says that so there's no leverage Nintendo gains from that. But the 397 patent poses a fundamental threat to creativity and innovation in the games industry. That question is not specific to Power World, but a large number of games that already have that mechanic, as well as future releases that will have it. Wider ramifications. Nintendo's all-you-can patent approach is enabled by the fact that some patent offices appear to be in a difficult position to find prior art, which typically exists in the form of other games rather than other patent documents. The industry at large will now have to think about what to do. It could be that some game companies will now step up their patenting activity as well. At some point, companies that lose market share may prioritize patent monetization, either by going out and collecting royalties directly or by assigning their patents to third parties, licensing firms, often pejoratively called patent trolls, that will do so. While not patent related, Sony's trademark and copyright infringement lawsuits against Tencent in the Northern District of California also threatens to make games business more and more litigious, employing lawfare to prevent competitors from releasing or continuing to sell games or to force them to make changes to gameplay. And here's the document, which is, there's a lot. I mean, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I will definitely link it down for y'all so y'all can check it out yourselves.
Jeez. Nintendo is extremely petty.
Yeah. They don't want competition.
But they're going to find a way for competition to be made. That's the scary part.
Okay, so Last week's grant the 397 patent. I'm gonna read this part. This one went very smoothly for Nintendo. Many such patent applications initially face a rejection, at least of some claims, and require some tweaking and persuasion. But the application that leads to 397 patent was filed in March 2023, and the USPTO never raised any concern. It just decided this summer to grant it, and it then issued last week.
Okay.
Let's look at Claim 1 to understand the scope. The non-transitory computer-readable storage medium having stored therein a game program, the game program causing a processor of an information processing apparatus to execute. 2. Perform control of moving a player character on the field in a virtual space based on movement operation input. 3. Performing control of causing a sub character to appear on the field based on the first operation input, and when the enemy character is placed on at a location where the sub character is caused to appear, controlling a battle between the sub character and the enemy character by a first mode in which the battle proceeds based on an operation input, and when the enemy character is not placed at the location where the sub character is caused to appear, starting automatic control of automatically moving the sub character that has appeared, and performing control of moving the sub character and in a predetermined direction on the field based on the second operation input, and when the enemy character is placed at a location of a designation, controlling a battle between the sub character and the enemy character by a second mode in which the battle automatically proceeds.
Jesus.
So it's a lot to read, but
I know. I'm just in shock that they were that specific
yeah,
in that motion. They're like, if we're taking this outside, it can't be done in this way.
yeah. It just goes to show how petty Nintendo is, how petty the company Pokemon is, Game Freak is, that they're going out of their way to go after RPG like elements that we see in many other RPGs, especially when it comes to you summoning a creature to fight for you.
Yeah.
And now Pokemon wants to, or Nintendo overall, pretty much wants to own that patent, meaning it's their concept.
Because there's various games that do that on their own naturally.
Yeah.
Like you have Final Fantasy with summonings. Then you have the original Pocket Monster concept, which is Dragon Quest, has done it. Then there's other niche games that have been like on the iOS.
Digimon does this.
Yeah.
And granted, with Digimon, especially me, since I played most all of the Cyber Sleuth games, the Digimon story games or whatnot, and even the Digimon World games, like there was not you throw a ball and you capture the monster or whatnot. It's usually you beat the monster and you pretty much have like access. You have the monster's data, and then you're able to play as the use the monster and have it and you're using that monster to battle for you.
Yeah.
And now Nintendo wants to own something like that because, well, they're just petty. They don't want competition. And this is going to hurt a lot of the JRPG and RPG genre, because the fact that this is something that we've known for so long,
like
within
decades.
Yeah, for decades. More
like almost like less than half a century, but still.
Yeah. Like a quarter of a century. Like this has been a thing. And now Nintendo wants to be the one to own that patent, and I'm pretty sure they want to have like royalties to be, paid to them for other RPGs that's using that element. And honestly, I wish other companies just got together and be like, no, you're not going to have this authority
like you should
over, our creative decision or our creative vision that we want to do for our game. If anything, it just goes to show that y'all need to learn how to make a better Pokemon game.
Because Z through A, it just looks abysmal.
Yeah, it looks so uninteresting. It looks like a dead world.
Because we know it's a kid's game and all, and
right.
you're having newer options. But the thing is, they had to reveal 2 mega evolutions that weren't even needed. A pseudo-legendary being Dragonite, and then a fighting type, which is Hawlucha. which is like a fighting type Pokemon, obviously, but still. They had to show those two Mega Evolutions to hype up a whole crowd of people that did not even care about the game.
Yeah.
It's distractions.
Yeah.
It's mainly distractions in order for these patents to go through so they can be like, hey, you should buy your game, even though it might not be to the satisfactory. Then there's also DLC, which is going to be costing the same amount as the game, or probably a little bit less, which I would say $30, $40 DLC most likely is what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
But the way Nintendo's doing this with the Pocket Monster-esque genre, that's probably the best way I can call it. It's absurd.
It is.
The fact is, like, that's going to kill a lot of creative opportunities and making people nervous.
Yeah. All because they got threatened by, my goodness, it happened again.
Nintendo knows, Mr. President.
It happened again, y'all. It happened again. What is this even on? Okay, the new USB that I have, and it's acting like this. Oh my goodness. But
It's catching people off guard.
it definitely is, and shame on Nintendo for doing something like this.
They don't
trying to, use the legal system to try to get one over on everybody, one over on the competition, because I'm sorry, your game Pokemon has not been very interesting for the last couple of years. And shout out to the Nintendo fans that still ride for this company or whatnot and still want this company to do better, but they just keep cutting corners. They don't want to innovate the Pokemon experience a lot more. Hell, for as long as Pokemon has been going on, especially for games like not Ruby and Sapphire, but what was the other one?
Scarlet and Violet.
Scarlet and Violet. Like, for those games, still to this day, no voice acting.
Nope. There's never been a voice acting in Pokemon.
Because they don't want to pay for it.
They only have noises.
Yeah. They don't want to pay for it. They don't want to pay for voice actors. They don't want to give their game more additional life to make their game feel lively.
Nintendo also telling people, or telling these, developers, hey, there shouldn't be voices or interactions. Your job, animate. It's more like Nintendo being direct from what it looks like. And then if you look at Beast of Reincarnation, Game Freak's very own game that isn't involved with Nintendo, you can tell a night and day difference on how much they wanted to make a new game that has personality, that has space, that has expansion, a whole different concept that isn't about Pocket Monsters, could be something that's going to be coming out next year that we're looking forward to see. Because one, they're putting personality, it's a Japanese style, and these monsters look so beautiful. If you have time, look it up. Beast of Reincarnation. Made by Game Freak. Made by Game Freak, and it looks super good. Compared to any Pokemon game that's been released, like even Arceus, Scarlet and Violet. The only time I personally think Pokemon games actually looked good from Game Freak, the early 2000s, like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and so forth.
Yeah.
Everything afterwards has had a shift. Platinum is good. Then you have Black and White, which is actually pretty good. I would say up to the 3DS era.
Like Sun and Moon.
Yes. I would even say Sun and Moon as well. Because introducing a new mechanic is always a good thing.
Yeah.
Alpha Ruby and Sapphire, it's nice to have a remake, but I'm not going to complain about that. I'm a little biased. But when you have games that are on the Switch that are released, and it looks similar to Breath of the Wild, or at least Mario Odyssey, where you're just having reused animations, it looks like Nintendo's just making them cut corners to make some money.
Yeah.
And Z through A looked kind of soulless.
Definitely. I want to be hyped for this game, but just what the hell am I looking at? This looks lame compared to all the JRPGs that I have played over the years. I'm not playing this like Nintendo. Y'all need to step up and do better with your Pokemon.
Oh, hold on.
games.
Steven is being real. Coliseum and XD was the GOAT. That was one of the best animations. I will agree with that.
Gotcha.
I had to pause. Now we can lock in.
Okay. It just, Steven, if you ever want to call in and voice your opinion, just hit me up on Discord and we'll get you in.
Hell yes. We love you, Steven.
While we're still on this topic. Yeah, it's like, bro, what happened? What happened to the creativity for the Pokemon games up until the point where y'all got threatened by Pal World and their success, and now it's just like, now we got to go after them. Now we're gonna start doing all this other petty shit.
But first, let me make a worse Pokemon game than I already have.
Yeah,
And people may look at us like, hey, you guys have to play the game to experience. I had Scarlet pre-ordered and everything. I sold it back to buy Street Fighter on the PS5. Best mistake I've ever done.
man.
Like, I had it sealed because it had bugs early on to the game. I'm like, why do I want to play a game of bugs on a Nintendo Switch?
That's sad.
And that same sequence, I also donated my Switch to Flynn so they can use it for Smash tournaments. That same exact sequence. I'm like, hey, I got Street Fighter on disc. Here's my Switch. I don't even want to touch a game coming out anytime soon. Steam Deck, baby. But yeah, Game Freak, or at least not even Game Freak's fault. It's more Nintendo's fault.
Yeah,
Game Freak is just paid to develop a game.
literally.
We can't really be mad at Game Freak per se, but more at Nintendo in their way of execution.
Right.
And these patents. If they mean they're going to make a better game.
They're not. It's pretty much control over just the genre, and then of course the elements of, and of course the elements and the features that JRPGs use. They just want to have a monopoly on that, so that way, if a game company wants to create an RPG or JRPG, and the patents are from Nintendo, they're going to want some money. And if they don't get their money, then they're going to go after them for infringement.
Yeah, so they can find a way to chase a bag that isn't really ethical. Watch it be another Pokemon. That's Nintendo Direct and you get so pissed.
Yeah, rest for a 13-hour shift. Have fun with the rest of your podcast. Alrighty, Steven. We appreciate you for coming on by and stopping by.
Thank you so much, bro.
Appreciate you again for the sub. But let's move on with our next topic. Let me full screen. And this is of course up my alley, and that is
a real man's developmental game.
How to play Battlefield 6 Battle Royale Labs Access Explained. Electronic Arts and all associated studios are opening up access to the Battlefield 6 Battle Royale platform, including players to an entirely new way to experience the developing title. We're less than 1 month away from release, and fans are clamoring to experience this new mode. But how do you access the Battlefield 6 Battle Royale right now? So here's how to access the Battlefield 6 Battle Royale. To access the Battlefield 6 Battle Royale, you must be an active participant in the Battlefield Labs ecosystem. The Battlefield 6 Battle Royale isn't available outside of that test environment, nor is it open to those with an EA Play subscription or prior access to the Battlefield 6 beta.
Oh.
So pretty much you have to be a part of Battlefield Labs.
Damn.
That's how I was able to play the pre-alpha of Battlefield 6 before everybody else was able to play the beta. I was able to play the game in its pre-alpha state, and I've shown you some clips and gameplay of the pre-alpha or whatnot, and you saw like, my goodness, this game is not finished, but it looks good.
Yeah.
And then we all played the beta, and it's just like, yeah. Most of the bugs and the things that we saw in the pre-alpha, we didn't see it in the beta, so there
are no complaints.
Yeah, so they end up fixing that.
I mean, everyone that plays Wi-Fi or like rubber banding because of servers and such, I mean, it's a beta, so I'm not going to bully it because of that.
Yeah.
Not worth it. But for this Battlefield 6 Battle Royale, you have to be a Battle Labs member, right?
Yes.
Oh, so I'm going to hear these stories, aren't I?
Oh, yeah.
I know.
And for me, when it comes to the Battle Royale, like, I've played so many Battle Royales shooters, and they're fun, but I get bored very quick of them. And some would say, well, every Battle Royale is different. Like, every time you boot up the game, you get into the Battle Royale and you play, you're always going to have, like, a different outcome, which is true. I will say that, yes, depending on where you land, how many people land with you, how do you navigate, things of that nature. But just the genre as a whole, I'm completely tired of it. that's the reason why like I completely stopped playing Apex Legends. That's another battle royale game that I dove in head first, day zero, like, and just been on the game ever since, all the way up to when Newcastle came out. That's when I was just like, I'm taking a break from this game for a good while. And then I ended up coming back because I saw that they reworked Revenant. They gave him some new abilities. And then I was like, oh my God,
They butchered him.
they butchered my character. Some say that, oh no, he's even better now. It's like, no. They butchered him because of the way how I played this character. Because
People that played him are gremlins.
the way how I played him, I was more of a. I was that guy that liked to third party other people.
Yep.
I was that guy that wanted to ambush other people, and I had my safety insurance, the death totem, to where I activate it. I'm in, I got the totem thing on, the totem effect, and then I get to third party other teams and whatnot. If they end up shooting me and killing me, I get spawned back to the totem, but my health is extremely low, which is why if I'm gonna ambush a team, I always run in with either a power cell, if power cell or wherever they call it, or the Phoenix kit, so that way I could just have like a full health bar, full shield, so that way I'm ready to go after I just ambush a couple of teams or whatnot. Because that's the kind of player I was. I was a very grimy and dirty player when it came to Apex Legends. I would play with a bunch of randoms. I would play with friends, whatever. That's when I was enjoying the game. I was enjoying the battle royale. Like, finally, here's a battle royale game that I like, that I can have fun with. Yes, I've also played the Call of Duty battle royale, and I'm like, no, I'm good, because that shit, like, even the first Warzone,
Yep.
I realized from the very beginning, this shit is gonna be fucking sweaty.
Yep.
And lo and behold, I was right.
The content creators that do it is incredible, and are still doing it.
Yeah. So, now go ahead.
So back on this Battlefield 6 Royale, from what I'm reading, so it accommodates 100 players split into 25 squads of 4 players apiece. Of 4 players. As you expect, it's built around the last team standing mechanic. I'm just reading it out loud, but
Yeah, go for it.
that is insane.
Yeah.
The fact that it's not like it's a Battlefield or like Battle Royale-esque, but it's not like, hey, it's a 1v100. They know no one's going to make it out alive.
Yeah.
But the fact it's split to 25 groups, that seems pretty like fair game. So it could be one team's advantage, 2 teams' advantage, or it's just a massacre, whoever's throwing a grenade and getting hit.
Yeah.
But then they have this ring mechanic that you're not deteriorating health. You're just going to die.
Yeah, it instantly kills you.
Like, no second thought, dead.
Yeah.
That's so sweaty and interesting as a game mechanic. Like, because people have time to heal. They have these gas masks on. You're losing health, chipping away, grabbing slurp juice.
Yeah, like you could be in a storm, or
But no, this game is just like, doesn't even play. You're not stalling the game. You're dying. And that's very good. Like, they're taking initiative.
Yeah.
Some people might get hate for this, or some people may give hate for Battlefield for being the Battle Royale genre, for just this game mode specifically. But I actually do respect it. The fact that it is not a true Battle Royale theme.
But it's different compared to all the other ones, and this one's just going to give you a different experience from all the other previous Battle Royale games, because if you've played Battlefield, you know that it's pretty much focused on teamwork. Hence the reason why 25 teams of 4. So you're going to have a lot of squads pretty much trying to, be the last remaining squad to end up winning it all. So you're going to have to, and of course you also have the destruction aspect, to where, hey, you're not going to be able to camp in the building, because if the enemy team got rockets and tanks and helicopters and things like that, they're going to level that entire building down, and you're fucked either way.
Like, you're literally going to have more constant communication.
Yeah. Which in the article it says, yes, there is going to be voice chat and proximity chat.
Oh, no. We're either going to hear the gamer words, we're going to hear some unique stuff, music playing in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Smoke alarms. Like, you're going to hear everything.
But this is going to most likely cater to those cater to that crowd, especially the Call of Duty players.
The rage baiters.
Yeah, and of course the clip farmers to get into because they want a battle royale.
Yes.
And I honestly think that when they play Battlefield and they're gonna play this BR, they're gonna realize like it's not like Call of Duty because of the fact that they don't have the movement to where they can just
omnidirectional movement.
Not even that.
I forgot the name of it. I could be wrong.
No, you're correct on that. But that movement of where you're just pretty much zipping around, running around.
It's slower. It's realistic.
It's going to be a lot slower. So now you have to think about, okay, how am I going to, get this guy? It's going to be gun on gunfight. None of this bunny hopping around, drop shotting, whatnot. Like even during the beta, I've seen people try to do that. I'm just like, pop, pop, pop. No, stop it.
It's like,
stop it.
Go back to your game.
Go back to Call of Duty with that bullshit.
But I mean, it's still very generic.
Which is why I'm happy that they nerfed the movement.
Yeah. And then 5 tiers of equipment, missions. So similar to Call of Duty Warzone, but not as bad.
Yeah.
This looks very simplified.
So I'm definitely, when I go into Battlefield Labs and it becomes available, I'm definitely going to try it out and see how it is.
We wish you the best of luck.
And probably get, I don't know, again, don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, but if I am, then I'll share my thoughts. If I'm not, then it's one of those, hey, y'all just gonna have to wait and see. But okay. I will let y'all know if I'm optimistic or pessimistic about it. But I will say this, that for me, I don't care for the BR. That's just me. I'll play it, but I don't care for it. For me, it's mostly like I like Battlefield like I normally do. Give me my Conquest, give me my Rush, even though they've pretty much changed Rush. I'll do Breakthrough, fine. Give me my Team Deathmatch, and I'll call it a day. Give me my big maps with a lot of vehicles, which they do have. So, just give me that. I'll be happy with that. I give me my domination. Like, just give me those. I'll be fine. I'll be good. I don't need the BR. Like, you look at games like Battlefield 4, like I've spent hours and upon hours playing either Conquest or Rush. So just give me those game modes and I'm good. I'm satisfied. Yeah. But the clip farmers, the COD streamers that want this game to have a battle royale, well, guess what?
They're not ready for it.
Y'all gonna have it, but y'all not gonna have that Twitch movement, like moving around to the point where just like you can't follow the person. It's just like, bro, what the hell? Like I hated that. I don't have any other topics on the desktop other than the fact that I can talk about this topic, and that is Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls.
I'm so sad I missed it.
Yeah.
But watching the gameplay is hilarious, though.
Oh yeah, definitely is. So I think it was last week. It was available. Yeah, last week it was available. Man, time has really flown by. But so Marvel Tokon happened last week on Friday. For those that have on the East Coast side, we had to wait till midnight to finally play the game. I wanted to play the game at 9:00, and I had to wait for more accounts to be confirmed to be able to have access to the closed beta, to which all 9 accounts did get access to the beta, but they were like maybe like hours and hours apart, almost going up until the next day. But I played it, and my impressions of Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls is this is now my next game I'm going to really dig very deeply in. And it also dawned on me that most of the fighting games that I like and enjoy are either NRS games and ArcSys games, because I love Blaze Blue. Yes, even Central Fiction and Cross Tag Battle, because certain Blaze Blue players don't like Cross Tag Battle. I like Cross Tag Battle. Okay, I like how Yuzuriha plays in Cross Tag Battle, even though she's an Under Night player that's a guest character in cross tag battle, but for some reason it's just like I don't like her in the actual game where she comes from. Like, oh, I can't play her in this, but I can play her in this game. It's weird. Under Night, not for me, but I respect it. It's Arx's game. Guilty Gear Strive, I've played it. I haven't competed in it. You know, like,
You've had the experience.
I've had the experience. I do enjoy the game, but not at a competitive level because I literally run tournaments of this game, and I see people who play this game competitively and just like, these guys look miserable playing this game. The amount of bitching that they do when it comes to Strive, like, oh, I've heard it all since the very first time Strive came out, all the way up until season 4 and up until now. Like, oh my god, a lot of people, they say they love season 2, but they hated Happy Chaos. A lot of people hate season 3, and now season 4 is just like, it's kind of like, And then with the latest patches, it's like, you know what, things are good. You know what, Strive is gonna be okay. And I like Strive, so that's another Arx's game that I like. What else? Of course, you already know I play Grand Blue. I've played the very first one, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, and then of course I'm currently playing Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising. I play that very extensively, and of course I compete in that. And what else? There's another Arx's game, DNF Duel. I did play that.
Blaze Blue.
I mentioned Blaze Blue. That was the first one.
Making sure to include a BB tag.
Yeah, and I mentioned BB Tag as well.
Damn.
Yeah, I played all the Blaze Blues, surprisingly. Even the ones on PSP. So,
obviously Central Fishing. I'm thinking, damn.
Yeah, I played every Blaze Blue. But yeah, I realized that, you know what, I'm an Arx's gamer. I'm an Arx's gamer and an NRS player. And playing Marvel Tokon, I'm just like, yep. Like, as I'm playing it, I'm just like, this game clicks with me. I love this game. And of course, I was just, forgive me, but I was completely fanboying over the hell out of Doctor Doom because as soon as I saw him, I was just like, I'm maining him. I don't give a shit how hard he is. I'm going to main Doctor Doom.
He does look tough. I will agree. He does look like a... I was looking at the character designs. Like, I may not have experienced it, but those designs are cooking.
Yes.
Like Storm looks amazing.
Yes.
Then you see, like, niche characters, or at least Doctor Doom coming back with his gun. And people are like, why does he have a gun? They brought back, like, his version. Then they had Captain America looking a little bit different. I did not like the green skin. I'm going to be real with you.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the green alternate skin for Captain America. That's why I just kept it blue because it's just like, he looks so good in it. And that's just me. Some people may like different colors because they have their, like, I'll probably see if there's like a color red, I'll probably do that. But just with his default color alone, just like, oh my God, I love this.
Then you have Miss Marvel, who looks like more like a newcomer into the fighting game like era of Marvel games. Like, she's been debuted a lot within the Marvel series or the MCU, which is very respectable. No complaints, no hate or anything. So that throws off a lot of people.
Yeah.
But then Diaphone kind of just air fried everybody in one tournament with her.
Yeah, I seen that.
That was like pure pressure without even breaking the wall that much. I do like the game's mechanics. It does look really nice.
Oh, yeah.
The wall break and then the wall stick, where, like, they just hit, it just goes, and then reset.
Yeah. Like, the stages of Marvel Tokon, I think it's 3 stages.
Yeah.
To where you have your one in the middle, and then you're either going to go to the left or you're going to go to the right, and that's about it. Like, that's the entire stage. I do like how the stage transition is like, they make it show like as if it's in a comic book or whatnot.
Yeah.
Especially when you're doing like your super moves or your ultimate moves, and the character does like a pose or whatnot, as if they're about to do like something in a comic book.
Yeah.
I love the art style of this game. I love how the character designs, even though it's Japanese based.
It's anime, like it's a manga.
Yeah. But I like it and I enjoy it. And as I said, I was fanboying the hell out of Doctor Doom. His intro is good, and his outro, oh my god,
It went hard.
oh yeah,
Like, it did not have to go that hard, but he had to prove a point. He is an aura farmer.
literally, and I remember I remember when I was playing the game against other people and whatnot, and I'm just like, please let me see the outro. So many people would skip it until someone beat me with Doctor Doom with the default skin. I was like, you know what? I'm not skipping this. I want to see this. And then after that, I see it. And I was just like, oh my god,
Like, that goes hard.
yeah.
Then I do like Star-Lord's options.
Oh yeah.
How he has 3 different versions of his projectile.
Mm-hmm.
And his movement is nice. Like, everything looks good about this game. Like, Marvel is not messing around with Arxis, because with Strive, it was Daisuke's vision for 3 years straight.
Yeah.
But with Marvel, it's their vision and Arxis is together. No hiccups, no delays, no roadmap. It's straight up, hey, if people aren't liking this, we got to do something about it soon. Because the one IP you do not play with is Marvel.
Yeah.
If Marvel/Disney is putting whips on this one, you know it's serious.
Oh yeah. Like, let me show y'all. Let me show it on stream.
Oh, that goes hard. And in Japanese. That's the outro?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Bro, that shit looks so good, bro.
You know what would be a funnier Easter egg reference?
What's up?
If someone named Joe Budden plays Dr. Doom. Long story short, for those who don't know, it's a guy who wore a Doom mask and a hoodie. Drew toilet paper, was trying to get into the backstage for CEO, last CEO. He was trying to get into the backstage for toilet paper at commentators. And the funny thing is, it's Charmin's extra soft. There's so many subliminal messages behind it that even though he won the match, he got DQ'd because he was ready to go into private area.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be funny if Joe Budden just starts cooking everybody in Marvel Tokam with Doom.
His intro is so good.
Oh my god, Captain America's fit is nice.
Yes.
He got that jacket, the suit. Different interactions.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun. I'm curious to hear the English voice actors.
If there's gonna be English voice actors.
I feel like there will be. It's always bound to happen with these type of games. Because you're gonna have that niche group of people who's like, I can't stand the Japanese voices. And then you're just gonna look at them sideways. Am I wrong, Silver?
No, you're not.
Because we play Strive in the Japanese voices anyways.
Yeah.
Very rarely do we play them in English unless someone changes it unintentionally. Like, damn, that's cold. I too want to go home and just chill with my homies.
Dog, it's just, oh my god. I love every bit of it.
Oh, that's cool. He's like an anime character holding a sword.
Yes. Even Captain America's outro, I love it.
I like Star-Lord's. Like, let a white boy speak Japanese and start cooking.
Let me see if there is let me get Star-Lord. Star-Lord theme, all intros and outros, soundtrack, all intros.
4K moveset's insane. That is bait.
Yeah.
He kills Psycho. I love that. Like, that man is just vibing.
Understand?
And then you have Miss Marvel. These artworks remind me of Hirokoshi, the guy who made My Hero low-key.
Right.
But, like, no one has said the artist's name.
Equal beneath Doom. Yo, oh, that's actually godlike.
Any combo after throws. Not that we found. Yeah, not that we found.
I just hate this version. I can't.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the skin.
Mechanics are pretty experimental. Not. So when you get into it, it's got a lot of mechanics, but it's not like that crazy.
Like, Storm looks fine. Like, this is the only time, like, I sent for a Storm outfit. Like, she got the white on
I know.
and the black on, like the Marvel X-Men movies.
Yes.
Or like when Sony was part of it. Well, Sony owns X-Men. Let's not talk about that one. But like, she got that fit on.
Yeah.
Then there's
Did
Iron
something
Man.
else and it just punches. I think I was a little disappointed by that.
It's
I
like,
think I was a little
Jarvis, hurry up
disappointed
with
by that,
Marvel
but the
Tokon.
Hulkbuster looks like it's gonna be this.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, this game has a huge amount of potential. Like, they took some time to go into the artwork, the outros, the music, and the mechanics they're playing carefully. Like, this is a beta, so take it with a grain of salt.
yeah.
But then once the game truly comes out, it's going to be changing.
Oh yeah.
This is an era of tag fighters we weren't expecting to have.
Yeah, especially 4v4.
Yes, especially 4v4s are very rare to have.
I think this is the first of its kind.
Yes, the fact that you have 3 different assists at once. It's like Strive trying to simulate their 3v3s, but it was a mistake. But they're doing it much better.
Yeah.
That could sound controversial, but that's my personal take.
Yeah.
They learned a mistake of Strive's 3v3s, and they're like, we're making Tokon, we're doing it better. Because no one touches the 3v3, and there's a ranked version of it.
yeah.
It never made sense. But then you have Invincible coming out with another tag fighter, but I feel like it's dead on arrival.
Yeah.
That's
That
could be my hot take unless they do something.
Yeah.
They do something that's out of pocket, or they make the inputs more easier. Well, like, not easier per se, not like buttons, but actual movement.
Yeah, like the movement just feels very wonky and it doesn't feel very fluid. When you look at Marvel Tokon, it's just like it's very fluid. When I got my chance to play it for the weekend during the time that I had,
Yeah.
like it felt really good. Like if you've played Dragon Ball Fighter Z, this is right up your alley. If you've played Strive, this is also right up your alley.
It's a perfect blend of Arxis games.
Yeah,
Like,
and especially with the control scheme, like it's gonna take some time to get a little bit used to. But if you're also familiar with Grand Blue's control scheme, then
it's similar.
yeah, it's similar but completely different. But
Oh, there's a unique button, but I'm guessing there's no guard button, right?
no guard button.
Okay, so it's not really, it's within that alley, but not truly.
Yeah,
It's like, hey, let's do a different turn, but we're still in the same street.
yeah,
So if I may ask, within this anime like niche group, Hunter x Hunter as a tag fighter, I feel like it's a mistake. It was a very rushed, unpolished game that was introduced nicely. It was introduced nicely with the character intros.
yeah,
But when it came to games execution, how it's a TOD game of death, how they similar like Marvel 2 and such, that's where I feel like they sold out most of the players. Like, no one was really, well, I don't want to say no one to be disrespectful, but not a very good amount of people were invested into the game
yeah,
because of all these loops, these broken teams already, which has Moro, it has one of the other villains and such, or Netero. You have multiple options, and it's just touch of death. Whoever gets hit first, it's on you for not blocking.
yeah,
That could be me being incorrect as a as a content creator or as a person noticing, but the game just looks too dry.
yeah. And that was another thing is like the game just did not look very appealing. It still felt like it needs more time to, cook, and now this is what we got, and people are not feeling it. Like you got to, when it comes to fighting games, the appeal factor has to be there. Otherwise,
Characters have to stand out.
yeah, like even though no shade, no disrespect to the series or the anime series of Hunter x Hunter, no disrespect to it at all. I think it's great that hey, we finally get a fighting game of a very popular anime that deserves to get its shine or whatnot, but unfortunately, it was dead on arrival. It didn't last long. Similar to the Bleach game that came out earlier this year, that I enjoyed. Like, granted, I enjoyed the game. I was not expecting a competitive scene for it. I wasn't expecting, big tournaments, things of that nature, because the fact that it was just a very different 3D arena fighter that is not that is completely different and unique on its own. I think games like that we need to, I would say, even though they were, dead on arrival or it failed to hold an audience or a crowd, I still would say that more of them should still continue to come, because there are those anime fans that they'll buy the game, even though it's not going to be, on the same competitive level as your Street Fighters, your Tekkens, your Guilty Gear Strives, your Marvels or whatnot. Still, you're still going to cater to an audience of people that are going to love and enjoy the game. Hence the reason why you look at people who play the Naruto Storm games, there's a community of it. Granted, they only exist online, but there's a community of Naruto Storm players where they'll get together and they'll play Storm, either Storm 4, which they say Storm 4 is a lot better, over Storm Connections, things like that. Like, they'll still play Naruto Storm. And that's because when you look at Naruto Storm over the years, I would say that is the one anime fighter game that has consistently, made improvements, and they pretty much perfected their formula, their way. And we also see that when it carries over to Demon Slayer. A lot of people, when they saw the very first Demon Slayer, they liked it. It wasn't gonna, be, very competitively serious. But when the second one came out, it did good.
Yeah.
And a lot of people liked the new changes and whatnot. So those type of games, I would, as I said, let's keep those games alive. Let's keep those communities alive. Let's plan events around those games. Like, hey, if you want to, have like an open tournament, things of that nature, like that's the best way to keep these games alive. So I would say for those that love and enjoy Hunter x Hunter, especially if you are a fan of the anime and you like the fighting game, plan some online tournaments. Try to find people who, even though they're not local to you, but you guys want to get together and, have some fun, do it. Go for it. And hopefully maybe next time if they were to do another Hunter x Hunter game, things improve, things get better. I would love to see more. Even for me, like I would love to see another Bleach game. And it's a much improved and better one than the current one that we have. I still enjoy it.
Yeah.
But
I do agree.
yeah.
I was looking at the reviews for Hunter x Hunter, and there's reasons why it's a 3-star game. But it's also like a part of ArcSys as well. Because ArcSys has good and bad games as well.
Yeah.
DNF duels.
Yeah.
And showing Hunter x Hunter how bad it is because they had no love for the single player. I guess the single player, it's non-existent, and they focus on the online multiplayer-esque of the game.
Yeah. Because they wanted it, because I think they wanted to cater to the FGC crowd.
They catered a little too hard.
Yeah.
To at least a multiplayer and a rank system. But hearing that it's mixed and seeing most of the reviews, like, you see a positive review on Steam saying, sure, it's bad. Sure, it's all this. But then you have those people that are diehard, that are into tag team battles.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, not every fighting game is suited for folks, and it's understandable.
Yeah.
But there comes to a point where ArcSys will rush certain games or at least stop communities as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
DNF literally being season 1 for 2 years straight was insane.
Yeah, and that was neglect on the developer's end, and I can't blame Arxis. I cannot blame Arxis for how DNF Duel was handled. I can't blame them fully because they did try to put it on their Arc World. They did put it in their Arc World tour to drive competition and to get more people involved with the game. So I'm not going to blame
Yeah.
Arxis for that, but I do blame the developers for not, being very communicative with the community.
Not at all.
There was no roadmap for year one. It was just completely blank and empty. And, there were characters that definitely needed some
They
nerfs.
need some adjustments.
Definitely. Don't get me started on Swiftmaster, bro.
They nerfed him like 4 times and he's still good.
Yeah. The game is a complete touch of death. And there are, some of us that was like, yo, nerf these characters so that way people could have a chance to play. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep looking at top 8s of a bunch of Swiftmasters in top 8 because why? Because he's that fucking good.
And they're like, oh, we'll get right back to you. Never went right back.
No.
And people missed a refund window.
Yeah. So, DNF Duel is a product of developer neglect. Like they just neglected the game.
When we say like Arxis has a lot of potential, there's also potential of being bad. But with Tokon, there's going to be high potential of it being good.
Yeah, because you now have the Marvel IP under
you have a real IP.
Mm-hmm.
Not insulting any like Ating or Bushin Road or anything else like that. You have a real serious internationally well-known IP that is known to kids, adults, comic book fanatics.
Yep.
And moviegoers, enthusiasts. Like, you don't just have Marvel as like gamers. You have it as everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to look at it differently. Especially with the fact that there's a whole multiverse and all that other BS, but not important.
Yeah, which is why I'm excited for Marvel Tokon. I can't wait. I want to play more of it, so hopefully they give us more information on when's the next closed beta, because I want to make sure that I take some necessary time.
Me too.
To fully play this game,
I'm
because
dodging regionals and big card game events.
Because man, when the servers went offline, I'm just like, bro. I was like, man, I think there's this one tech that I want to try out, even though there was like no online training mode. There was this one tech that I wanted to try.
There's no there's no training mode, but the world is your lab if you try hard enough.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But I was like, man, I just wanted to play the game more. Because for me, I've played all the Marvel vs. Capcom games from the Sega Dreamcast to the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, even that Abomination Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And
oh yeah, I forgot that was a game.
Yeah. And now we all find out that, hey, the next Marvel game is going to be from Arxis, and it's called Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. And it was like,
and people are like frowning about it because it's anime and Arxis.
Yeah. So, and it's not Marvel versus Capcom. So it's like, what the hell? But then when you see the gameplay and everyone sees that it's 4v4, it's like, huh. Then people who went to Evo this year got their first hand to play it and try it, and they loved it.
Yeah.
And then when the closed beta came out, oh my god! Listen, if you were following me on Twitter, bro, I was crashing out because I was not getting a code. I was like,
I got a code, but I couldn't reach my PS5.
I'm like, bro, I want to play this game so bad. And then when I finally got my code, I was just like, yes. And then I started getting more codes. Started, letting people have access to some of the Flynn's accounts so that way they could play the game themselves.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, I want as many people to enjoy this game as much as I did, and I did. Granted, I want to play more because I'm like, bro, there's some shit I just want to lab. Like, I need time to lab some shit because they just threw us in there. Like,
There's a good luck
figuring it out, and then you go online and you see people like Justin Wong, Diaphone, Sonic Fox. You see how they play the game, and you're just like, man, I do not know what the fuck I'm doing. But what they're doing is some cool shit.
It's like, Raph, he's doing cool shit, and I can't do it yet. What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Oh, you just got the beta. That's the first mistake.
So, is there a lot of button mashing in this game? Oh, absolutely.
Oh, hell yes.
There's a lot of button mashing in this game, and and even the auto combo sequence. Like if you're familiar with Dragon Ball Fighter Z, same thing.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, you have your light, medium, heavy.
Then you have a special button, is what it sounds like, 'cause for that Grand Blue-esque.
Yeah.
And then I'm guessing you have a dash as well.
Yep, you have a dash button.
Okay, yeah, traditional fighting game stuff. That's fine.
Yeah. So I cannot wait. And of course you have your tag. You have the tag for your different character going left, forward, backward, and when you press down, that's your tag for someone to do like a launcher.
Sure,
Like
you can.
like a Shoryuken or whatnot. Like as you knock them down from an air combo, yeah,
Put them back up.
yeah. You can
That's
air.
so
You can
robbed.
yeah. You can air dash.
That's a robbery.
Yeah, you can air dash. You can double jump. So it's just like, yep. This is gonna be my next game. I finally found a game that I can really dig deep into, other than Grand Blue.
Or Battlefield 6.
Oh yeah.
I know, I'm trolling anyways, but
Even-
speaking of tag fighters, I mean, we got 2XKOs having now the closed beta. Meaning if you have an invite or if you already have an invite, you can download a game. It's now stuck in closed beta until the further game releases. So for those that aren't in the beta, if you find somebody with a code, send them an invite. I already sent 2 of my invite codes, so I have 1 left. No, I'm not offering anyways, but pretty much that means if you have friends that play the game, they could send you an invite if they have any codes left. That way you can download it and then the chain will continue, like invite over invite over invite. Meaning you and your crew can play together, in theory. And that's pretty cool. The fact it is beta, it's closed exclusively, but if you don't have friends and you just want to wait for the game, that's perfectly fine. From the way it looks, everyone's having a fun time. There's been mixed reviews. So from the mixed reviews, it seems like the combo inputs are too easy, or the fact that it's 2 special buttons and such. And you're not really doing motion inputs. You're just doing forward special, down special, up special. That was originally going to be the complaint for the Invincible game, which is ironic because it doesn't have motion inputs. It just has special buttons.
Oh Lord.
Am I wrong? Am I in the wrong here? Like,
No.
I feel like I'm gonna get called out by some 2XKO players. Fight me. Well, really, I just want smoke, but that's not important. But what people are complaining about is what's going to be happening potentially with that Invincible fighting game, which is hilarious. And then I'm probably going to be wrong. Oh, I'm crazy. And then they're going to debut Invincible with these combos. Hey, here's how you do this. 1-2 with special 1, and then 1-2 special 2. It's the same exact thing. I'm going to be controversial for that one. That it's going to be the same exact shit as not even a real NetherRealms game, but a pseudo NetherRealms game. And I know everybody and their mother's waiting for Injustice 3.
If it happens.
If it happens. Allegedly. But I have high hopes for 2XKO that's going to fill those tag fighters until Marvel Tokon kicks in. It's just a lot of community in the FGC right now is focused on tag fighters. This is an era of tag fighters I did not expect to be across, but this is a golden age of fighting games.
It definitely is, and because Street Fighter 6 is still going strong despite the fact that the game came out in 2023. Guilty Gear Strive is still going strong, even though that game has been out since 2021.
And we had doubts.
Yeah.
We both had doubts. And Daisuke managed to fix it real quick.
Yeah, and now everyone is enjoying Guilty Gear Strive now because, hey, y'all get a ranked mode.
And then people can grind rank and just do their thing and still not show up to locals. Hey, I said it, not you. I'm a TO too. I feel like some people forget, but I'm an actual TO that's under Flynn's.
But Strive is on. Guilty Gear Strive is still going strong, especially
It's positive.
Yeah, especially for majors and regionals. Like the game is still going strong.
Yeah,
Tekken's still going strong, of course. Grand Blue, depends where.
It does depend where.
Under Night, same thing. Still, those games are still going strong.
Yeah, and Unity 2 had a recent character release that we saw during the ArcSys Direct.
We can't say the same about Mortal Kombat 1.
No.
Pretty much that game is...
And NetherRealms kind of confirmed it with a definitive edition.
Yeah, after that, it's just like, well, GG's.
There's still going to be people playing it, sadly.
Yeah, up until the combat collection comes out, which I have a strong feeling, and this is because when that got announced, and my screen is frozen again.
Man, does not like you this week.
No, not at all. But I just have the strong feeling that this is not we're gonna get another combat collection, because if you look how Capcom did their fighting game collection, they have two, and a Marvel vs. Capcom collection.
Oh, no.
So they have two. So I think NetherRealm is testing the waters pretty much. Hey, we're gonna give you the first fighting game collection with Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, 3 Ultimate, Trilogy, Mortal Kombat 4, Sub-Zero Mythologies. I don't know why.
It was from 64.
And fucking Special Forces, which is...
Nobody cared about.
Yeah, so I get it. And, of course, they're going to have online rollback. So we're going to see a lot of people play Trilogy, a lot of people play MK3, a lot of people playing MK2. I'm going to be playing Trilogy. That's just me. I love that game. So I'm going to be playing that. And for those that don't know any TODs, you better start learning them. You better start watching some videos on how to do some TODs in Mortal Kombat Trilogy, because it's going to happen. Because remember, there are no combo breakers in Trilogy.
Nope, not a single one.
So you're gonna see some videos. You're gonna see some people just get touched. They're gonna be juggling up in the corner, and GG's. But as I said before, I think NetherRealm is definitely testing the waters, because here's the first one. Of course, they're not gonna give us everything. So we don't even get the 3D era of Mortal Kombat. We don't get Deception, Deadly Alliance, Armageddon, and MK versus DC Universe. We don't get those yet. We don't get Shaolin Monks, which has been heavily requested. And I think, and that's why I'm like, they're testing the waters with this one.
They're being too careful.
Yeah, because
They're
it's like,
way too careful.
because you have to think about it. Why give y'all everything all up at once? Especially if we need some moolah to help pay for an upcoming project. Unannounced project, whether it's an Injustice 3 or another Mortal Kombat game. Instead, we're going to give you a collection, and we're going to see how that goes. And I have a strong feeling that if EVO were to do a tournament of some old school Mortal Kombat, we will see those numbers go up.
Yep.
Because there is a community of people, especially MK heads, that do love the arcade style of Mortal Kombat. Like, they exist. And it's so unique when it comes to Mortal Kombat, because you have the arcade heads, you also have the people that love the 3D era, you also have the NRS era as well. I've been in all three, but I've only competed in the NRS era. So that's why I have a strong feeling the next combat pack, not combat pack, but combat collection is going to include the 3D era. We are going to get our Shaolin Monks.
Yep.
And our MK versus DC, and then they're going to stop right there. I think MK versus DC is where they stop, because they know a lot of people want MK9.
MK9 and X.
But primarily
9.
9.
Yep.
Primarily 9.
There's so many opportunities you can do to it. You can fix the game to where you have new characters, or keep everything the same, include Kratos. But it's weird. It's not going to be, it shouldn't be Xbox. It should just be PlayStation, PC.
No, I think they would put it on Xbox too, because now
Microsoft pretty much is a free agent.
yeah,
So you can throw Kratos for the Xbox heads.
Yeah.
Because that was a console exclusive, and that's what sucked, because I played it on the 360.
Yeah.
I didn't have shit. Breaks my 12-year-old heart that I didn't know who the God of War was.
But yeah, if I were to play that strategy, if I were to develop a strategy to reignite the Mortal Kombat community, that's the way I would do it. give you all the 2D era. Even though the 3D era started with Mortal Kombat 4, we're gonna give you all that. And Special Forces and Sub-Zero Mythologies. Yes, we know those games are ass and they suck, but we're gonna give you all that anyway. And then the next one is gonna be all the other 3D games.
Okay. I see the vision.
Because remember, Capcom did the same thing too.
Yes.
They did the same thing too with 2 collections. So you already know it's bound to happen.
It always is, but it's going to be like later.
Because I think they have like the final combat tour, and we'll probably get like another announcement of some kind. And of course it's going to be with the upcoming Mortal Kombat collection. That comes out this year, so I'm definitely going to pick it up because I'm going to be playing Trilogy and I'm going to be whooping some ass.
It is entertaining, though. If they have an in-game chat, that'd be a whole different thing.
Oh,
if it's not, I am buying it.
There better be online.
That's the thing that nobody asks.
There better be online chat because I want to talk my shit in Trilogy.
Let's hope for the best. It's an interesting.
All I gotta say is, younger me when I was playing MK Trilogy in the arcade era, bro, I was talking shit. Granted, I got punched in the face a couple of times for talking shit, but listen, MK Trilogy, that's my shit right there. All right, that is my shit. But other than that, I think we've pretty much covered mostly everything that we want to talk about tonight. Unless you have anything you want to discuss.
Shouts out to Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Ah, yes.
Can we take a moment to process that game?
Yes.
A $20 game, so good that the servers could not handle it before buying. Like, Steam servers were all over the place.
Yeah.
For a $20 game, that's already 5 stars. People have been waiting for this game for years, and the fact that it's $20, accommodated. That's one of the most shocking things I've seen from, like, one of those Metroidvania-like games.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently it's really hard.
Oh, yeah.
And people love it no matter what. Like, I've never seen these type of loyalists.
Yeah.
Even Herbs was waiting for his game to come out.
Oh, yeah.
Because he played the first Hollow Knight maybe a month prior to the release. And he already knew what he got himself into. Then also the funniest fact I just found out is you can do a Konami code and it gives you the hardest difficulty. That is funny. It's like, oh, you thought you were done? Let's try this again, where permadeath immediately.
Sheesh.
Yeah, they gave the fans something new now. It's like, hey, if you die once, you're just got to start the game again. You fall off once, you're dead.
It is what it is.
I am respecting this community, like, of people that want to play single-player games as well, or indies.
Yeah.
Because the indies don't get much love.
Yeah.
And we're seeing more of it in action, like Claire Obscure
Mm-hmm.
and Hollow Knight. Like, for the Game Awards, those two are probably in competition with each other right now. Claire Obscure, Obsidian 33, or Expedition 33 is getting a head start. Hollow Knight is now, like, trying to pick up the pace. So we're going to see these votes between these two companies. I'm excited. It's going to be a fun competition to watch and see how much hatred you can get in one shot. I mean, other than that, we did cover a lot. I'm personally playing Blasphemous. It's like one of those Metroidvania games that are very religious and very entertaining too.
Okay. For me, I'm still having to trying to finish Metaphor, ReFantasio. Trying to finish that game, and I think I'm still in the beginning parts of the game. So
Damn.
yeah, it's like for me, it's like I play it on and off, and I've already like bought and picked up 2 other games like Wu Chang, Fallen Feathers, and I also picked up Lost Soul Aside, so I'll be playing those games. I want to finish Metaphor before I start Digimon, because I know I'm gonna be gone for a good minute when Digimon comes out, because I've played the first 2 Digimon story games, and I pretty much maxed out my main team.
Damn.
From level 1 to 99. I've maxed them out. I on both games separately. So I'm gonna do the same thing, and I've been looking at the gameplay just like, oh, I am gonna love the hell out of this game. There are also some new Digivolutions. There's also new Digimon. So for me, I'm happy. and excited because I grew up playing Digimon games, especially the Digimon World games, like Digimon World 1, World 2, World 3, World 4. World 4 is kind of ass. World 5, Data Saver. I love that one as well. And I just been continuing to just play Digimon games because you don't see a lot of them. You see a lot of Pokemon games. So, I'm a Digimon fan, and I lost my train of thought. Pretty much, I'm excited for the game, and I'm trying to make sure that I beat Metaphor before I start Digimon. Otherwise, I'm going to have 3 games in my backlog.
I have Persona 3 to finish. I just finished the intro, like the first fight, and I haven't touched the game in 2 months.
Sheesh.
Fighting games and card game regionals. I'm a busy man.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy. Gaming is still a beautiful art. And,
Definitely is.
And a lot of chaos amongst it. You're still going to see a light no matter what.
Yep.
That's probably the best thing I can say.
Okay.
Caffeine wearing off, but I'm still functioning.
Well, everyone, we're just going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. So I'd like to thank y'all for watching and tuning in.
Oh, wow. Dan just pulled up.
My goodness, my guy.
Don't worry. You haven't missed much, but you can always look at the repeat
Oh, yeah.
or the playback.
You just missed us towards the end. But, hey, thank you for stopping by, though. We greatly appreciate you. But, Sunday, we do have a guest episode coming up for
Hell yeah.
Sunday. So we're excited for that. And, yeah, I believe that's about it. I got the weekend off, so I'm going to continue the game. Tomorrow, at least here at Flynn's, we have a voice actor, very well
Oh, sick.
yeah, voice actor. He does the English voice for Beerus.
Really?
Yeah, so he's gonna be here tomorrow. So, and I'm gonna be recording some content for the venue for Flynn. So I'm excited for that tomorrow. So I'll be here tomorrow. No tournaments tomorrow. So
Good. You get some time to rest. I'll
Yes.
be working Friday and Saturday, unfortunately, but got to make that bread.
Absolutely. And then other than that, I'm just gonna continue to keep gaming. And for everyone else, hey, y'all do the same, man.
Oh, yeah.
Go out there and play some games. Try some new games. Play some demos of games that you probably might be interested in, because you never know.
Yeah.
Play some demos of some games that you never would have expected that you'd like, because there's a lot of them.
Yeah, and if we talk bad about a game, we're not discouraging you to play it. Play it out and tell us what you personally think. We want to hear your thoughts.
Absolutely. So, with that being said, I'd like to thank y'all for watching and tuning in. This has been episode 147 of the South Florida Gamers Podcast. We are signing off. Y'all have a good night.
Peace.